so real good pedigree, the 27-year-old from Colchester. Recipient of the GB Awards Community Award last year for his contribution to the council scheme Box Smart in Colchester, helping young people using the sport of boxing to help them on a positive path. He is a really exceptional ambassador and role model in the sport, Lewis Richardson.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner to the ring, representing Norway, give it up for Martin Skogheim.
Here we go then, Nordic champion, the 23-year-old from Norway, Martin Skogheim in blue, making his way to the ring. Interestingly, his last bout, he fought the man who we've just seen in action, the German fighter who just won by unanimous decision, Magomed Skachidov. That was in the Tama tournament semi-final. He lost that one. He also lost to him in the World Boxing Cup in Cologne, so he's probably pretty pleased that he hasn't drawn him. That was the good news. Whether it's
okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 28,
doubt
which
it
is
very
a
much
light
because he's in with a
middleweight
top
class
quality
contest
operator.
scheduled for 3 rounds
As we get the
of 3
official
minutes.
announcements from our
And
MC.
Introducing your boxers. Firstly, boxing out of the red corner, we're in the all red with white trim, representing England. Give it up for Lewis Richardson. Ladies and gentlemen, across the ring, his opponent boxing out of the blue corner, wearing all blue with white trim, representing Norway. Give it up for Martin Skogheim. Your referee representing Sweden, Mika Moisio.
Here we go then. As I say, Martin Skogheim in the Tama tournament semi-final lost to Skachidov, the German fighter we've just seen win on unanimous decision. Same man he lost to in the World Boxing Cup in Cologne. Now he's up with a totally different type of opponent, but equally as difficult in Lewis Richardson, the southpaw, fighting out of the red corner, of course. 27 years old, European finalist and Commonwealth Games, bronze medalist as well.
Yeah, he's a lot taller,
boxed 6 times
Lewis.
in 2023, Lewis. Martin Skogheim boxed 15 times, but he won gold at the Algarve Cup in December in Portugal, did Lewis Richardson, and the Boxham International.
Great shot there by Lewis Richardson.
Yeah, it was a good shot. So he comes to this in good form. Richardson had a really good end, despite having less fights than Skogheim last year. He had a really good finish to 2023, Pat.
He really did, yeah, and he's got the height and reach here over his opponent, and the way he's going in and out in his feet so far and catching him when he's coming in, it's really showing. He's controlling the pace and the fight so far.
Top quality fighter, Lewis Richardson. If you haven't seen him before, excellent technical ability, really good at controlling the distance. Just those tiny movements in and out with his feet, as Pat just alluded to, makes it very difficult for the opponent to set the feet.
Good shot there.
The Norwegian is finding out he real snap and intent in those shots as well, Pat.
Yeah, as they come away from that clinch then, Lewis hit him with a good left hook. And he, like we said, he's really good at holding the distance, and his boxing brain is second to none. Lewis really is a high operator.
Yeah, highly intelligent in the ring and out of it, as it happens. He's got a master's degree.
Yeah,
so,
he teaches me a few things, Stacey.
I bet he does. He's a brain box all round. He taught me a few things yesterday as well. Lovely double jab from him there, finding its target.
Great shot down the middle there, Lewis.
Boxing as he just walks the Norwegian onto that lovely backhand.
It's like Lewis was boxing yesterday. No cobwebs to come off here. His distance and his timing, they're really showing so far, and once again catching him as he come in.
Yeah, absolutely. Very experienced Richardson.
Yeah, he's boxed some really good fighters like Kuzniak from Ukraine at 75 kg. He's a very aggressive opponent, so he really has boxed a lot of styles and he knows what to do.
And those experiences, such as boxing at the Commonwealth Games, particularly at home games when there's that pressure of wanting to sort of put on the best display you can for the home fans, it's really stands you in good stead for when the pressure is on.
It really does, yeah. And like you said there,
like this.
the Commonwealth Games, it's a big platform in the UK.
Certainly is. He took up boxing to get fit for football. He played at county level, Lewis Richardson, and he sustained an injury, a really bad one, stress fracture to his back in 2018 that meant he failed to qualify for Tokyo. So another athlete who suffered a real setback in pursuing those dreams to get to the Olympics. But then he had a stellar year in 2022, as we've mentioned before, silver at the Europeans and bronze at the Commonwealth Games. Says he's been really looking forward to boxing in front of a home crowd, and again, that experience of having done so on a much bigger scale at the Commonwealth Games will have stood him in good stead. And just seen some of the action there in the replay. Really lovely, composed, controlled, measured performance from Lewis Richardson, taking his final instructions from Gary Hale and Dave Alloway in the corner.
Yeah, Lewis just needs to come out here again, off his jab, keep moving his feet in and out like he's doing and judging the range, and the fight will always go in his way.
Just sticks out that jab pattern. Meanwhile, as the Norwegian comes,
Lewis is really good as well.
That step back, Lewis, doesn't
he? He makes his opponent feel like they have to come onto him.
He's so neat and tidy, isn't he, Lewis?
He doesn't have the urge to. He never feels like he has to commit. He always catches them when they come in right then.
Yeah, absolutely perfect.
Oh, another
timing.
1-2 there. Beautiful
well
by Lewis.
Lovely work from Richardson. The man in red representing England. It's a competitive category.
Oh, another backhand from Lewis. I bet. Oh, and again, I bet he really can taste the leather his opponent here.
He really is, and once a fighter like him judges that distance,
good quick sharp hook there. Lewis is on fire at the moment.
This is an excellent display. He did say that he was relishing the fact that he would be able to fight in front of a home crowd. He's had a taste of that at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham on the big stage, on a big scale, and he was looking forward to that here, and he's certainly making the most of it, and the fans are lapping it up. He's putting on a great display. Lovely bit of defensive work there as well. He just slips out of dodge. Lovely work this from Richardson.
And this is all he needs to do, Stacey, is just the 1-2s, the left hand down the middle and his feet in and out, and it's winning him the fight. He doesn't need to get involved, so he can feel fresh for tomorrow's fight.
And again, interestingly with Skogheim, some of the fights that I've seen of his, he adopts that low lead hand position. He's not able to do it here because he's having to bring it to Richardson, but he's getting picked off every time he comes forward.
Lewis is starting to hold his feet more now as he's seen more success with the left hand, but I don't want him to get complacent, which I don't think he will do, but he needs to keep on his toes.
I think he's able to hold his feet because the Norwegian is more and more reluctant, increasingly reluctant to come forward as well, Pat.
Definitely, yeah.
Before he was stepping in frequently, but now he's getting tagged time and time again with that big backhand. I think it's deterring him from coming forward, so Lewis not having to step back as much. Indeed, now he's just gradually stepping forward himself, but as soon as the Norwegian comes forward, adjusts his feet, just walks him onto that backhand. Lovely work from Richardson.
Yeah, the Norwegian, he needs to go at least 2 times to try and get anywhere near Lewis, because once his feet goes back, he knows he's going to be walking onto a big 1-2 or a jab. And this is the art of boxing, hit and not get hit.
Well, another good example for the purists anyway, of the sweet science, Lewis Richardson, because he really is an exceptional talent and very highly skilled and really intelligent fighter as well. Interestingly, balanced his master's degree with boxing at the elite level. He of course likes to excel in everything that he does, and says that studying was a good focus outside of boxing for him. He's got a sports business management master's degree from Sheffield University, and interestingly, Pat, his final project for university was research into the feasibility of a GB boxing hosting an international tournament. So perhaps he's probably got some things he can he can pass on that was useful from his research that maybe they've used for this very event, but said it gave him much more of an appreciation for what goes into putting on these events and what's behind it, as is often the case. So, really, really good performance from Lewis Richardson though, and it is a really competitive category at GB, men's light middleweight, 71 kilogram category. Important for Richardson to put on a good display here, because he'll want to be selected for that next Olympic qualifying tournament to pursue his dreams of qualification for Paris 2024. On that back foot again with those lovely counters, that backhand so straight and sharp, Pat.
Yeah, he's using his levers to full advantage here, and I like to see Lewis just remain calm like he is so, and just see through the round, pick his shots, and he's put on a great performance and still doing so.
You can see here the level of experience to operate at this
definitely
high quality that Lewis has, because there's nothing's rushed, nothing's flustered, just in control the whole time.
Yeah, because some fighters, they think 3 threes, it goes within a blink of an eye, and it does, to be fair, but Lewis, he doesn't feel the urge to press the pace as much, and he does take his time and pick his shots correctly, and it's showing here.
Sometimes there's a trap you can fall into, isn't it, as a fighter, feeling that you have to be throwing all the time, you have to be sort of on the attack all the time, but of course that's not the case. And lovely, controlled, composed display this from Richardson.
He's fit as a fiddle as well, Lewis.
On the back foot with those counters, but equally showing that he can step forward as well, as he is doing now, getting behind that jab and doubling up and following up with the backhand, showing that he can come forward as well, which is good to see.
And that's probably just woke Lewis up a little bit now to just keep his head in the game in this last round.
Yep, just over a minute remaining in this third and final round.
Showing good signs of fitness, Lewis. I know he's a really good runner on the track every morning at 7 o'clock.
Doing everything that he can, Martin Skogheim, the Norwegian fighter in blue.
Yeah,
he really is up against it.
Yeah, another good 1-2 there by Lewis. He's just not got any answers for him.
Every time he comes forward, he just gets caught, Pat. But you've of course got to show some endeavour and try and come forward, haven't you? If
you have
any chance of landing a big shot that can change things, or be in with a chance of winning, or just to give the best account of himself that you can. But every single time he's coming up short, and Lewis Richardson has an answer to it.
He certainly has,
a little flurry there, but nothing to bother Richardson, and he fires straight back with those lovely sharp jabs.
He's just keeping him on the end of his levers, and the Norwegian fighter, he's just struggling to get inside, and that is the only hope he's got, is to get inside and try and rough Lewis up, but I don't think that's going to happen now with 10 seconds to go. Lewis now seeing off the round, he knows he's won. Good performance there by Lewis Richardson.
Excellent performance. And not only was it a really good performance, but to do that in your opening bout as well, when, as we've said, you want to get the ring rust off, you're getting back into that sort of flow, straight into it from the opening bell. Excellent performance.
Definitely, yeah. No cobwebs there coming off Lewis. He was coming out, all guns firing.
Yeah, really, really impressive display. And the man from Colchester, as we said before, excellent ambassador and role model for the sport, uses sport to make a difference back home in his community. He's a recipient of the GB Boxing Community Award. Very, very talented operator inside.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, man number 28, please show your appreciation for both boxers. And ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards where your officials and ringside score a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the red corner, it's Lewis Richardson.
Well, I'd like to say that I think sitting with us on commentary yesterday was a good luck omen. So let's hope, Pat, that continues in the same vein and you can get a win tomorrow as well, having sat with us today. to do the co-commentary. That's your reward for having to put up with me. You get a win. It's a good omen for the next day.
It definitely is, Stacey. Yeah, I'm fighting a good operator tomorrow. I've boxed him before. He's qualified for the Olympics. It was actually my last fight before the end of the year, and I got the decision over him in the final, so it'd be good to run him back and get another win over him. Here's Lewis walking over now. He's happy with his performance. He's got a big smile on his face.
Right. Is that being pat on the mic?
Dave Alloway and Gary Hale, the best looking coaches in the business, making the way past us. All smiles for the GB coaches and for Lewis Richardson as he just came and gives a quick fist bump as we went past. And he's every right to be all smiles, because that was a superb performance from
Really
Lewis
was,
Richardson.
spectacular performance.